Fuck up, world. Real quick, real fast. Why not me? Why are y'all following these people? These people, bro, just the energy they have is just weirdo energy, bro. It's just weirdo energy, bro. Who the fuck is Melinda Gates? No, nobody asks these kind of questions, bro. But I see the 416 dislikes. That's funny as fuck. But yeah, this shit is a fucking joke, bro. This shit is a joke. Y'all talking to them like they really fucking important. Nobody don't give a fuck about Melinda or Bill. Or what the fuck they talking about. Y'all ignoring us and keep feeding us bullshit. Mr. Media, Mrs. Media, however the fuck you want to see it. Both. You feel me? But the shit just crazy as fuck to me, man. So I just wanted to see what this bitch had to say. Cause she talks like she's very important. And for some goddamn billionaires, these motherfuckers ain't got no swag at all. These motherfuckers look just like them motherfuckers on the Pepperidge Farm goddamn milk carton and shit. But they used to have the little missing kids and shit. Like, what the fuck these weirdo ass people, man?
This is an emergency. That means we need to respond more quickly.
The Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation have committed more than $250 million in the fight against the coronavirus. I caught up with co-chair Melinda.
Put their own money into their own pandemic. Yeah.
Gates to discuss treatments, vaccines, and which companies are doing a better job handling the pandemic. But we began with one issue that she is saying right now is absolutely essential to getting people back to work. That is reforming the child care system in this country. Listen.
As we look at reopening the economy, we absolutely have to look at this broken caregiving system we have, because we're putting employees in an impossible situation today about choosing between their family's health and going back to work. And so what I want to say to Congress is, as you develop the next stimulus package, you really need to look at more sick days and more paid leave. One of the previous stimulus packages had 10 days.
Now, the problem with all this goddamn spending money, bro, is guess what? It's going to go to the debt. It's going to go to the national debt. Somebody got to pay it back. And if your ass ain't working, how in the hell are you going to help pay it back? Not that we was paying the shit back anyway. You understand? What I'm basically saying is the country is purposely being flushed down the fucking toilet. But see, y'all so wrapped up in your way of living, y'all don't understand what I'm saying. I just was watching the video earlier, and the dude said the shit perfect the way it needed to be said. He was like, "What about the great Roman Empire? What about the Chinese? All that shit? The great empires that we talk about in history, where are they now? But y'all don't think that America can fall like that. You understand? These countries went broke. Then y'all talking about giving this shit over to, man, look here, man. Once you lose monetary control, then your ass is just in the bunch with the rest of them.
For sick days, but we know if you're exposed to COVID-19, you're supposed to quarantine for 14 days. I don't think we want people going back to work on day 11. And so I think, that's just a beginning. It also needs to cover all workers, not just a sub.
You know another thing that pissed me off too? When these motherfuckers do get on TV, they act like they so smart. They gotta talk to you like you a dummy. Like they breaking it down in layman's terms, sounding like kindergarten. Another person used to do that shit, Obama, bro. I couldn't stand when he did that shit, bro. He swear the American people couldn't take care of himself. Well, I'm not. Y'all go listen to the fucking speeches, bro. Like, bro, oh my God, man. This shit is funny as the fuck, man. Y'all motherfuckers be hollering Democrat this and Republican that. All that shit, just like my dog said, is bullshit. Democrats got the interests of poor people. How in the fuck when these motherfuckers is damn near billionaires theyself? Go check the Hillary Clinton Foundation. See if they ain't got some ends on deck. But that's neither here nor there. Let's finish listening to this very unimportant lady that was just put right here in front of us. We're going to call it the Wicked Witch of the West. Fuck it.
Set of this economy.
President Trump just saying we're set to surpass 10 million tests conducted this week. How far is that from where you see that we need to be?
It's still substantial distance from where we need to be. So I think it's easier when you, instead of these big grand numbers that we all try to look at,
she sound like a motherfucker who just giving out tests and not taking the test herself. I want to see them motherfuckers on public national television take a test, and if they do get motherfucking goddamn a positive test, I want their whole family, the whole Gates family, Melinda, kids, I want their ass to do that shit like that, like that's what it's supposed to be done. All of them get motherfucking Q-tips drug up their motherfucking nose and shit, talk about specimen and shit like that. They're not gonna do it. Haven't done it. You know what I'm saying? When the motherfucking vaccines come out, you think they gonna take them? Shit. Only way I believe it is they motherfucking goddamn put their ass right in front of the TV, the whole family line their ass up and get shots. And even then, I still ain't gonna believe it. Motherfucker might be shooting water in their ass. You feel me? Yeah.
have to think about the specific worker. So take the mom who rides 2 buses. She's a single mom. She has 2 kids and she's leaving them with grandma. She needs to know that she's safe going into work. So does her place of employment have a test available for her? If she thinks she's been exposed or her kids have been exposed, is there a place in the community that she can go? So we're talking millions and millions more tests than this 10 million number. And that is how we keep our American citizens safe.
You gave recently the Trump administration.
She said, our American citizens, not yours. See, that's what happened when motherfuckers got money like that. The motherfuckers tend to talk out of turn. You understand? This bitch talking like she the fucking first lady. Bitch, I don't belong to you. At least I don't think so. There's so many rules and regulations now in goddamn days. You don't know what the fuck goddamn going on. Neither nor do I care. It's just the whole simple fact in they fucking mind. You know what I'm saying? Just a statement that she made. Oh, that little million number. We need millions and millions. You understand? Bro, these people gonna fuck around and be like the first trillionaires. Cause they gonna get paid off the back end like a motherfucker. And guess what they gonna do? They gonna build a whole nother country somewhere like fucking Africa or something. Fucking, I don't know. But I can tell you what, America will be like a fucking third world country compared to the rest of the world. You know what I'm saying? And you'll still have dumbass people who think America is the light of the world and that it ain't all going to shits. But right now, as of right now, yes, it's all going to shits. But it's going to take for a motherfucker to go to the grocery store one day and pull out a fucking $100 bill, and that motherfucker gonna tell you, oh, we don't accept that. That's when they gonna set in y'all motherfuckers' mind. Y'all got to see it to believe it.
If she thinks she's been exposed or her kids have been exposed, is there a place in the community that she can go? So we're talking millions and millions more tests than this 10 million number.
They act so concerned and they always talking about numbers. Bitch, it look like you eat children. Look like you eat kids. Look like your lotion with baby blood. I tell you, these motherfuckers is evil.
And that is how we keep our American citizens safe.
You gave recently the Trump administration a D- for its handling of the pandemic. certainly was late with a number of initiatives. Is there any country you see that deserves an A?
Absolutely. Germany, South Korea. I mean, take Germany. They have been doing scaled testing. Then they do contact tracing. They've put more tracers into the system.
There you go. There go your HR 6666, y'all. You know what I'm saying? This lady got a whole fucking agenda. Talking about what grades do you get a country like she's the fucking queen. And then say I give Trump a D minus. Y'all gotta understand, Melinda Gates and Bill Gates, they roll with the Clintons and the Obamas. So yeah, it's always that politic tit for tat. But in the back room, them motherfuckers all get along. Real enemy to them is you. But nobody don't want to realize that. Everybody still want to work with them. Everybody still don't want to call them out on their bullshit. You know what I'm saying? For whatever reasons.
As health workers to go out and to find out, okay, if you've been exposed, we're making sure that you're quarantined and that you're doing the right things, and we're helping you go out and talk to anybody that you might have exposed yourself inadvertently during that time. So Germany is following the science, they're following the numbers, and they're opening up very, very slowly and getting people back to work. And that is the system that I think would work perfectly in the United States.
Okay. Following this goddamn fucking whatever goddamn science. Can somebody please, in real science, somebody give me some real fact? Because a lot of these theories are just that. Theories, right? Educated guesses and shit like that. Can somebody give me some fact? The last time I thought gravity was a theory, but everybody so trusting into their fucking science. At least that's what the fuck they telling you is science. But they doing some whole other goddamn artwork behind the scenes. All right in front of you. It really don't matter now, because they at the point now they don't give a fuck. They gonna say what the fuck they want to say. They gonna spin the narrative the fuck they want to spin it.
States. And what I see when I go out yesterday on Mother's Day in the parks in Seattle, where we've been in this lockdown phase for a long time with now a very slow reopening in Seattle, the American citizens are doing the right thing. They are social distancing. They're wearing masks. I'm hearing from teenagers who wash their hands. So we need to lead as a nation in a thoughtful and slow process that follows the numbers and sees where we are day by day by day. That would make sense.
That bitch sound like the devil. That bitch sound like the fucking devil. Now, I hate that's just one of my pet peeves. I hate when rich people try to act like they normal. Act like you do normal shit. Talking about going to the park, like, bro, y'all are not normal, bro. I'll appreciate it more if you carry on your business more. If you don't try to act like you can relate to any one of us down here. Cause you motherfuckers is sad, and that shit it make you look like goddamn devil. Make you look very ingenuine. Up here talking like she popular like that, talking about teenagers running. Man, come on, man. I'm talking about this, that hocus pocus like a motherfucker. Only reason why the shit worked, though, is because this the only shit they gonna put on mainstream. Only shit. Anything else is uncivilized. Nigga, we draining the swamp right now.
We were slow to do it. What do you think? The experts are warning us that a second wave is inevitable. Are we doing enough, from your view, to prepare for that even?
No. I mean, until we get tests.
Let me tell y'all something. You motherfuckers is retarded. You understand? We live in a biological system. Your body is biologically mastered. Bacteria and germs have a certain balance, and your immune system adapts to the bacteria and germs around itself. So if you deny yourself a fucking oxygen, and you deny yourself the bacteria and germs around the atmosphere that you are in, You understand? Your body can't adapt to this shit. You know what I'm saying? You can't. How could you adapt with the fucking mask on your face? And I said this shit a long time ago. You breathing in the same toxic motherfucking toxins that your body been trying to release for the longest, and you just breathing them right back in. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad because, you gonna see a second rate in motherfucking so-called COVID-19 cases. Because when everybody decide to take off them motherfucking masks, everybody gonna be sick. Man, come on, man, y'all. If I'm lying, man, so leave a comment. Shit, show me otherwise. You understand?
Experts are warning us that a second wave is inevitable. Are we doing enough, from your view, to prepare for that even?
No. I mean, until we get tests out at scale, until we go slowly with reopening, until we make sure we're taking care of our employees, we're taking care of them as parents who are balancing a lot with caregiving at home. Until we do that, we're not even doing enough in today's crisis, much less preparing for what may come yet this fall. And so I get concerned when I read in the news about places that are opening too quickly and people feel like it's safe to go into places where there are multiple people who aren't social distancing. I look and say, my gosh, there's almost no chance that state won't have a resurgence, even just in the next month. That's concerning.
Yeah. Absolutely. What about China? How do you think the Chinese have handled this from the beginning?
Well, I don't have all the data on China. I certainly follow the numbers. I follow the stories, right? I think, once they understood what this disease was and how.
Let me ask y'all a question. What has the Gates Foundation did for you? Not India. Because I think they got like some humanization charges. The motherfuckers trying to bring them up over on. I think when they first got into that shit, man, I think they had Bill Gates over that bitch shooting babies with. It was some real TV shit. He wasn't shooting his babies up, but he was shooting little Indian babies with vaccines and shit. Years later, man, them people hot as fuck with that man. And that was during your Obama administration. Like, all this shit here, man, don't make no sense. Just the energy of it all was just wrong. Like, and they purposely doing it. Like, somewhere involved in this big ass circle, George Soros and the fucking bank is definitely right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, these motherfuckers is working hand in hand. It makes absolutely no sense, y'all. If this is the reason to prevent all these cases, if there was to prevent all these cases, because these motherfuckers done spent millions of dollars on tests, like, that shit we're not even going to get on that. But my whole thing is, if we close the country down for a so-called COVID-19, and, you know what I'm saying, we so-called reopening right now, and y'all still got the numbers going outrageous, like, what sense does that make to y'all? Not to the government. I ain't asking the politicians or nothing, because I don't expect them to make it sense. I just expect them to follow protocol. But it's just the whole simple fact. Y'all don't ask no fucking questions like, bro, these numbers don't make no sense. And what y'all doing don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have enough common sense. Y'all just don't want to say nothing, tweet nothing, text something, tell a friend, nothing. Ain't nobody asking y'all to go out there and be Martin Luther King.
How much it was spreading, I think then they did do the right things. I don't know everything that happened before that. I don't live in China. I don't live in Wuhan or Hubei province. But I do think once they knew what they had on their hands, they flew thousands and thousands of healthcare workers into Hubei province. They made sure people quarantined, even away from their families, because they started to see it was spreading amongst families. So they have a very different system than we do. So they took a different approach. I'm not saying that's the right approach for the United States, but I think we have to look at what did they do? What can we look and say it's replicable. I mean, we're seeing people go back to work slowly in Beijing. Businesses are learning who have offices in Beijing, how they might reopen in the United States. And so I think we have to look at what is the business environment there? What are people doing that seems right for their employees in their businesses? And then we have to look at democratic models that are more like ours, like a Germany. And I think if you take the best of both of those, we will do the right thing by our American citizens.
What do you think will permanently...
And the best of both of those is contact tracing, testing, and vaccines. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I hate when the motherfuckers sit up here and talk like a kindergartner. But they do that shit on purpose because it's really cold, you know what I'm saying, amongst all they ass. See, man, a lot of people, y'all think these motherfuckers is 100,000 strong, some shit like that. And these motherfuckers is millions upon millions strong. I'm talking about there's layers of these motherfuckers don't even know really what's going on, but they know to follow protocol. The agenda is always the same. The silver lining, deceive the people, period. From the highest to the lowest levels.
...change as a result of this pandemic?
I think so much is going to change. I think it's hard to predict. I think people are going to be a little more grateful for being able to see one another and have physical contact with their friends. You know, I think some of our businesses will change permanently in terms of how we think about work. I think we're learning you can be far more flexible about work. You don't have to be in your seat at your desk 8 hours a day in a building. So work may become more flexible over time. Some hours in office, some out. I think online schooling, I think that's going to change as well. I think there will always be class.
I in the hell could, man, listen, man, I don't know about y'all, but I ain't in no middle class, so I already know down here at the low levels, it's already hard to pull 40 hours. Motherfuckers tell you to go home when you make over 40 hours. So, man, I just don't see how this is profitable. Let alone, I don't see the good in none of this. And for them to keep talking like it's all good really disturbs me. Really pisses me all the fuck off. This is why y'all get videos like this. But I try to get not too much out of pocket and try to stick to my points on what I'm saying. Because this shit is important, man. We is getting railroaded. Period.
Classroom time. I think there should be classroom time. But I think we're learning very rapidly what online models can actually work for high quality teaching. And then the piece we still have to...
Let me tell y'all about this online schooling shit. 45%, that's what's been recorded in my city. 45% of the schools, of the students in my county are not attending online schooling. I wonder what group of kids that may be. 45%? Really?
Learn is how do you make sure everybody has access? So I think there will be a balance and people will start to say, hey, how do we imagine teaching happening in the future that would make it far more flexible for...
This fucking witch, her intentions, I'm sorry, y'all, it just pissed me the fuck off. And she's a witch. She's doing witchcraft right now. You know what I'm saying?
Students, and far more interesting for teachers to teach and to keep it interesting for kids. So I think there are going to be a lot of changes in society, and I don't even think we can predict yet.
That's because motherfuckers know it's going to be a lot of changes.
On Demand is super.
That shit just pissed me the fuck off, man. So fucking bad, man. You talking about the definition of evil, that bitch is evil. All of them evil, but I just wanted to point that out, man. It's neither here nor there. But on this John horse, I ain't trying to save the world, man. I just got an opinion, man. Au revoir, grand night. See y'all grand morning. Grand morning. It's nothing to mourn. Everything will be all right. Everything everlasting, man. Remember that.